Hi, I'm Maya from Bookworm Dreams and welcome to a new video. As you can probably tell from the title, this is going to be a different video from what I usually do. In this video, I'm going to recommend to you some romance books. I've always said that I primarily read fantasy and science fiction, but in the last couple of years I have read a lot of romance in both of those genres, and I'm just going to recommend you some. I have created some categories which, there's nothing official or anything, just, the way I categorize these books for myself. And in this video, I'm going to recommend some alien romance books, which is basically science fiction romance with aliens. So before we get into that, I just want to briefly say what I usually look for in my romances. I like not a lot of plot. I don't like a lot of plot. I mean, plot is fine, but not. I want my romance to be sort of the A plot of the story, not the subplot. I like some angst in my romance. Some tropes that I like: enemies to lovers, forced proximity, protective partner, sunshine grump pairings, and so there are so many tropes that I like. A thing I like in my romances is banter. I like a lot of banter. I like when partners give each other cute nicknames. I like communication. Just communication is really important because, half of your problems can be solved if you just actually talk to one another. The books that I'm going to mention in this video are books that I really liked and some of which I've reread several times. So the first book I want to mention is The Fifth Gender by J.L. Carragher. This is a fun science fiction mystery romance with sunshine grump trope. I'm gonna read you a description that's on Goodreads so you know what you're getting yourself into. So basically it says, this book contains men who love other men in graphic detail, regardless of gender, biology, or skin color, and a lot of emotively sexy tentacle hair. This is from Goodreads. So basically in this story we follow Tristal, who is an alien in exile, and he has built himself a new life in a human space station, and he has dealings with the grumpy detective Hastian. So basically the story starts with Tris being asked to cat sit for his human friends, and he's all very excited and all for it. But of course, as he is easily distracted, the cat escapes, and then he basically, while chasing the cat around the space station, bumps into Detective Trey Hastian, and together they catch the cat and sort of start, I guess, finally dealing with their mutual connection and attraction. And just as they're beginning to connect, both of them are called about an emergency. There has been a murder on an alien ship, the same alien race as Tris. So Tris is tasked with helping Detective Hastian solve this murder. What I like about this book, even though the romance between the two characters, like from the moment they decide to get together, it's been like from 0 to 100, and from then on they're just together and nothing can separate them. It's such insta love, it's ridiculous, and there's a lot of lovey-doveyness, which might be annoying to some people. I know it was to me on first reading. I also enjoyed the banter between the two characters. When I read this book, I had this very strong fictional Starrick vibes, because Starrick in the TV show Teen Wolf is nothing, but the fictional version that the fans have created, that book gave me such Starrick vibes. It was really, really fun to read. I also like how they communicated with each other, because both of them have to learn about, each other. Tris is now learning about human courting rituals, which is fun, and Dre is, figuring out how his alien partner works, and it was really entertaining and fun read. The smut was also great. There are some heavier themes explored in this book, gender identity and sexuality, so proceed with caution, I guess. The next series I want to recommend are by the same author, and that is Ice, Planet Barbarians and the Wraithverse Tales by Ruby Dixon. Now, Ice, Planet Barbarians are very popular on BookTube and TikTok, so you probably have heard about them. But if you haven't, basically they are short, fun stories about women finding partners in blue aliens. So basically the first book starts with a group of women being abducted from Earth to be sold into slavery, and on their way to their planet they've been sort of dropped to this ice planet, And in the first book, we follow Georgie as she leaves her group of women to go find food and resources, and she comes across Vectel. And Vectel is a tall, blue alien with horns, and he immediately recognizes her as his mate, and their relationship starts from there. What I like about these books, now I have read 7 books in this series. What I like is that each relationship is different. They're not formulaic. I mean, the plot might be similar, but in each book, each relationship is different and sort of follows a different trope and allows both people in the relationship to deal with different problems. So there's, talking about sexual assault, infertility, people being ostracized or abandoned from their tribe and so on. As I said, each relationship is different, and the books themselves are, they're entertaining, they're fun, they're not supposed to be taken too seriously, and there is some angst, which I really enjoy, and of course there is a healthy amount of smut in all of them, and really they're just fun reads. Now, the Wraithverse Tales is a short story collection about a group of humans who found themselves on this planet called Rissa, I think? Rissa, whatever. Basically, the humans, when aliens find the abducted humans around the universe, right, they put them on this Rissa, whatever, planet, and they're basically given a plot of land to farm and whatnot, and they're supposed to survive. So in this collection of short stories, basically the plot is all the same. The female humans need an alien husband, so this is like a marriage or convenience thing, so to help them with their farming and protect them from like not mercenaries but like other agents on the planet and whatnot, or also help them not be taken advantage of, attacked or killed or whatnot. So they find this husband, start their marriage of convenience, which then blossoms into something more. And as in the previous books, in the previous series that I mentioned, each relationship deals with different problems. The smut is great, it's entertaining, it's fun, there's banter, there's some angst in some of them, but it's really really fun. And the last book I want to mention is Choosing Theo by Victoria Eveline. Sorry, I haven't checked how to say her name. So basically this is book 1 in the, I have problems pronouncing the name of this series, Clacanians, I don't know, series. Okay, so premise is the same. Human woman abducted from her planet, and she is rescued by the alien race Clacanians. I have no idea. So they are willing to protect her, but she has to live on their planet for 1 year and follow their culture and customs. And one of the customs is that she has to get married. So after a very interesting procedure, she chooses Theo. Theo is a scarred mercenary who is sort of keeps himself isolated from society because of his scars. He's never picked to be a husband. This is a thing that happens on their planet. So when Jade picks him for her husband, he's like, this is not real, and I'm pretty sure Jade is a spy. So he basically spends he has this plan to make her big character by any means necessary. So they are forced to spend time together, and their banter and tension is so fun to read. I mean, there's this whole scene, because she comes from an alien planet. Only a couple of people have like this translator chip that can speak her language. So she keeps sort of talking to him and in English because she thinks that he doesn't speak her language. So at one point she gets kind of drunk and tells her that she wants to lick his tattoos, which are actually scars, but you'll learn about it later. And he's like, oh really? And it's such a cool scene, and it sort of sets the dynamic of their relationship, and it's really fun. What I enjoy about this book, the world building is very interesting, because this is like a world where there is a limited number of female aliens. So all the males have to go to husband school, where they learn how to, cook, clean, be good husbands, satisfy their partners and whatnot. So to have a wife, you have to have good grades, and so if we follow every relationship in this series, I think there's like, 5 or 6 books. Each of the aliens are like, oh, I had good grades in this school, so that's fun. There is also the subplot of the mystery of Jade's abduction. So why was she abducted? And because she was abducted for a reason and brought to the planet for a reason, and throughout the book we sort of try to figure out how that happened and why that happened. What I like about the story as well is I like the progress of Jade's and Theo's relationship, because it sort of starts a bit it's not enemies to lovers because they're never enemies, but there is some animosity in the beginning because, you know, Theo is very untrusting and he's like, I'm going to try to, you know, ruin this relationship, and she's like, everything he does would bother the aliens but not the humans. Like, so he at one point he brings like his pet and it's this huge beast thing and she's like, oh my god, a puppy, and you know, stuff like that. It's also the chemistry between the two characters is very palpable. There's a scene where she teaches him how to kiss. You know, all these alien romances, a lot of them like aliens don't kiss, which is kind of weird. So, you know, there's always a scene of the human teaching the alien how to kiss, and it's fun. And you know, the world is interesting, and but it also doesn't like detract from the romance overall. So I would definitely recommend this whole series. Is fun. So those were some romance book with aliens. If you like this video, you can press the like button. If you aren't already, please subscribe to our channel. If you want to recommend me some alien romances, please do so in the comments down below. There are some links to Worldwide Matters in the description box, so if you have time, please do check them out. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!